Hey, all praise to Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles at great millstone. Salute to you, brothers teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. Right, so here we got, this has come out, this is 5 days ago or something like this. You know, pretty much they're talking about dimming out the sun. So I'm going to play this and do some commentary, bring some scriptures out on this right quick. But the scripture says the wicked will do wickedly. So let's play this.
You're watching Outsiders and Net Zany, the wacky, crazy world of net zero. Now, this is pretty funny because last year I did an editorial on chemtrails, and I could feel my two co-hosts, my dear friends either side of me, looking at each other going, okay, Rowan's lost the plot this time. He's gone completely bonkers. But, as always, I say, what's a conspiracy theory on Outsiders? Just give it a matter of time and it becomes the truth. Here we go. In Britain this week, I couldn't believe it. They have announced, the British government has announced they're spending £50 million on experiments to dim the sun using chemical trails in the air to combat climate change. You couldn't make it up, but they're doing it.
Britain? What country? What country? The sun-soaked land of what? I mean, this is a country...
The Misty Isles that themselves.
Desperate. I mean, if there's going to be any sort of intervention like that, you would hope it would be to increase the number of sunlight hours in Britain. I mean, it's a miserable, dark place, like about 11 and a half months of the year. So why would you want to dim the sun in the UK?
Yeah, a lot of people, you get got Brits Abroad. It's a program which show what happens with a lot of Brits when they go abroad. They bring the football hooligan culture over there. Well, they bring their stuff. They'll go to an exotic country and they're just like throwing rubbish. How could you explain it? But the locals get pissed off with them and shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? But then you got like ones that pretty much they go to certain parts in Spain and they've got like little places around them places that near or that where they got their own little islands to go to for sun, basically. So they want a hot weather because the UK ain't really known for it's just not known for hot weather at all. And people say the people over here are miserable, and they're saying, well, is it the weather doing that or whatever, So she's right on that.
It's climate change.
Yeah, there it is. But I mean, also, isn't there just sort of, I just kind of like, you look at this, and you look at all the global warming stuff, there's these activists are almost like vampires. They're terrified of the sun, It's very weird.
But it's even worse than that because, of course, Britain has gone full net zero, net zany. They've got solar panels everywhere, all their farmland, solar panels. But they're trying to dim the sun at the same time as relying on solar panels. Do you think there might be any future problems down the track?
I don't think they've thought this through, Rowan. And you know where those solar panels come from?
Yes.
Often from slave labour camps run in China, where the poor Uyghurs are forced to work in slave labour conditions. So at least there has been some acknowledgement of that, and
So they're saying a lot of stuff here, but I mean, pretty much to try and dim out the sun, is against the creation of the Most High. It's against the scriptures, man. That's how you know who's in power, the wicked. Only the wicked, only demons would want to do something like that. Let's get, there's a whole bunch of scriptures you can bring out on this. Let me get one of my favorite go-to scriptures here. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So what? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Only the wicked they're going to have power over the earth, and they're going to end up doing something like that because they've got the power to do it. You know, this technology, he's going to use that to destroy the earth, to dim the sun. You know, it doesn't make no sense. And they're saying, oh, it's because of, it just doesn't make no sense. And they, so let's just check this. Let's go Isaiah 24. Let's read. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance. Let's check the ordinance. So, by the way, the earth is defiled. It's messed up. It's not in its. It's just defiled. Right? It's not in its proper functions. Okay, and you know, tampering with the Most High's creations, trying to destroy. That's against the scriptures, man. Let's check the ordinance. Statute, ordinance, limit, something prescribed, due, prescribed task, prescribed portion, action, described due, described limit, boundary, enactment, decree, ordinance, specific decree, law in general, enactment, statutes, conditions, all right? Civil enactments prescribed by the Most High. So you get ordinances, laws, and it's changed all that. It's changed the natural way of the planet. So, for you to say you're gonna dim the sun, which are wonders of the Lord. Scripture says He made the earth with wonders. And you're gonna sit up there and destroy that. Let's see. Sun's mentioned a lot of times. Let's see what I can get. So Esau's just is a demon. As a matter of fact, a good scripture. As long as the sun, the moon, the stars, the tribes basically won't be done away with. And he's trying to do away with the sun. Psalm 72:17. His name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun, and men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. Psalms 89:36. His seed shall endure forever. His throne as a sun before me. And the sun's always there. It doesn't, it's always powered up. No, but pretty much you dim out the sun. You need the sun for vitamin D, for the plants and crops and all of that. Let's say that you're in a country where pretty much if you're in the UK, you should be taking, you should be having vitamin D supplements because you ain't really seeing that, son. So here it is. I'm just trying to do away with the ordinances of heaven. Let me see if I can. There's a lot of scriptures. You can't. There's a lot of scriptures on that. Let's see. Let me see if I can put this in. Okay, we got it here, 31. Because these are ordinances of the Most High, so you ain't doing all that is crazy. Jeremiah 31 and 35. Thus saith the Lord, power, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon, and the stars for a light by night. So the sun is for a light by day. You're supposed to dim that. The Most High giveth the sun for a light by day. How the hell we're going to use this tech and we're going to do that? Are you crazy, man? Which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of hosts is his name. And this is why we read that he changeth the ordinances. And that is the wicked. He's just doing whatever how he feels like, do he? If those ordinances depart from me, saith the Lord, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. So they've got this thing where they want to actually do away with the ordinances. All right, let's play.
Those panels, they've vowed to stop using them.
The British Labour government has said, we're going to not use the Uyghur ones. I mean, how they can tell.
Well,
I mean, China would never cheat. China would never say, no, these are from that
And by the way, Rowan and Rita, I just want to make this clear as Chinese warships circle the nation, that Chinese labor standards are among the highest in the world.
Yeah.
Their workers are treated phenomenally well. They aren't put in army barracks with guards surrounding them. They aren't paid 35 cents a day. These workers are treated like princes. But there was a controversy, though, recently in the New South Wales Upper House because they did kind of find that some of the big new renewable buses that have, batteries and everything like that, well, like some of the batteries and some of the components, they also came from slave labor. So just a little bit of uncomfortableness there for the Min's government, although that all kind of got, swept under the Turkish rug.
It did. We've got people talking about reparations, about slavery that happened hundreds of years ago that has affected nobody living today. But when we've got modern day slavery in practice, people just turn a blind eye.
The same people will be sitting on their iPhone going, we've got to get slavery, reparations for the slave trade, using the iPhone that is built by slaves.
I'll give you a better example of that. You're going to have people out there who are all like, I've got to sell my Tesla because...
See, they can't see, here it is, they're talking about slave trade. And this is supposed to be about the sun. and they see this, and they can't, like... And that's how you know that there is going to be... a reward for the children of Israel. See, y'all can, this was 100 years. The Most High don't care how long it was. I get a scripture on that right now. See, you're just men, right? You feeble minds. But the Most High can see everything. You can listen, man, you know how deep it is, man? Y'all don't know what the F you're talking about. Why should they get reparated? Why should this? Well, the Most High can judge your ass for something you did 2,000 years ago. And he can get you for that 2,000 years later. 2,000, 3,000 years later down the line, The way the Most High works, he can get you for something you did 2,000, 3,000 years ago. Now let's get this. Slavery's on their lips. Or their heathen beaks. I never forget that man. One of the brothers had said that when I was out there. I was out there in Holland, right? Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which have been is now. So that which have been in the past is now. By the way, everything's reincarnated. Right? And that which is to be have already been. So the Roman Empire was there, but now we're in the modern day Rome. Rome's reincarnated. And the same people that were back there in the Roman Empire are back here today, walking around, doing the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? You repeat. You don't even. A lot of you people, you don't know who you are, man. You think this is just your first lifetime? I don't know. You've come back in the reincarnation, and that which is to be have been already, and the Most High requireth that which is past. So he required, okay, they did this, they did that. All of that. Then you gotta, the children, the real children of Israel, Hebrew Israelites, are gonna get saved and get rewarded for that tribulation they faced as a people. Okay, when they was getting oppressed by all these different nations, so that's in there. The law requires that which is past. Or that was back then, and this person and that person. A lot of people say that the people here today were involved. Well, a lot of them. If you know about reincarnation, then we was all back there. The people that are walking around today, your ass, these are the ones that was in slavery in the reincarnation. A lot of people that are going egging it on, FM and all that. Y'all would have the same mentality back then. Like y'all racist and that. So you're just the same people coming back. Right, let's see if they talk about the sun, or if they can still yap their beaks about the slave trade.
Elon Musk is supporting a fascist dictator and then go buy a car from communist China. Like, that's how ridiculous it is.
Well, as I've often said, there is a very strong competition between who is the zaniest and dopiest of all the net zero ministers around the world. It's a tough call between Ed Miliband in Britain, and obviously Chris Bowen is way ahead in most people's minds. But Ed Miliband is trying to catch up to be as dopey as Chris Bowen. Have a listen to Ed Miliband when it was they have a 78% tax on energy. Have a listen to how Ed Miliband tries to say that that's not why prices have gone up. It's hilarious.
You can't flatly deny my point.
I am denying your point when it comes to the question of these internationally set prices. That's the point I'm making.
If you lowered the tax of 78% on energy companies to the regular...
On oil and gas companies, it wouldn't make a difference to the price. In fact...
Yes, it would.
I'm afraid it wouldn't, because the point is that the price is set internationally.
Oh,
what? This buffoon thinks that tax...
Oh, it ain't.
Taxes are irrelevant.
This is just like Chris Bowen, who keeps on going and saying, "Oh, the."
They start talking about the sun. So, that was pretty much the point, man. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.